But have you heard about the conspiracy of the Denver International Airport?
The what?
The Denver International Airport conspiracy theory.
I've heard about it, but I don't really know much about it.
So, there's a lot of talk about that, right? The airport. So, there's a lot of things that are weird. Like, for example, there's a lot of statues within the airport. A lot of art that can be, like, symbolism. Like, symbolizes, like, I don't know, like, certain, like, maybe societies. Like, the Freemason or
Really?
Illuminati, stuff like that. Yeah. So, so obviously, like, this, obviously in Denver, right? The international airport. So, it has, like, mysterious design elements, bizarre art, and allegedly connections to shadowy organizations. And then so the airport is, I never knew this, but the airport is actually 33,531 acres long. It is the largest airport in North America and is the second largest in the world
Really?
by land area. Just that by itself, it's
Is
already
that kind of yeah?
it's already sus.
Yeah.
Like, why is it the biggest in the United States? And then, because you know how Colorado, what's Colorado at? Like, that's one of the highest peaks in the United States, like mountain wise, you know.
Mhm.
And then, because of the elevation from the
Yeah,
ocean.
yeah.
And then, so apparently, right? So they built an airport. So Denver already had their own airport, and it was called the Stapleton Airport. But they wanted to build this bigger one so bad. I don't know why, but they wanted to build it bigger, right? Even though they already had one
Yeah.
close to Denver. And then this one was kind of far from like downtown. It was like 25 miles away, the bigger one.
Mhm.
And the cost of construction was 4.8 billion in total to build the airport. But the thing that's weird is that they went 2 billion over budget. How do you go 2 billion over budget?
Wait, what do you mean? So like their original budget was 2 point something, and then overall it was like 4 point something.
4.8 billion in total.
Damn.
And it was late to like finish construction, 16 months. And a lot of people are saying that they might be like hitting bunkers underneath
That's
or stuff
crazy.
like that.
That makes sense to like why like the budget was over, and then why it was like such a delay.
And
like were they building something
underground and all that?
underground or anything?
I don't know. I mean, what do you like? I would definitely think maybe not bunkers, or there's something or safe or something underneath.
There's definitely like some sort of like tunnel or like something underneath the airport for sure.
But obviously, like that by itself is sus already. But the art that I'm going to talk about and the statues and all that, it's really big conspiracy theory out there. And obviously, like I said, a lot of people think that they have underground bunkers. Also within the art, so this is getting into the stuff that's really weird, right? So they have the Freemasons, right? Like the religion people that come to your house, hey, and they want to talk, and then with the white shirts, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So it's a certain religion, right? And
Yeah.
they try to like convince you and all that, but that religion, there's a Freemason plaque in the airport, right? So in the airport, it's like they say it's a dedication marker in the airport that features a Freemason symbol. So like a compass and a square, and people say it references a New World Airport Commission. I'm like, all right. First of all, I've never seen a Freemason, art or sculpture or anything of a Freemason or anything of religion within the airport,
Yeah.
But that by itself, that's one.
Mm-hmm.
Another one is that has a really. When people were talking about this and I had to look it up, I was like, there's no way this is at the airport. But it actually is, which is really weird. It's creepy murals and art, right? So there's a gas mask soldier from like World War II or something like that, and he's wielding a sword. He has a sword in his hand, and this is the part. He is surrounded within the art, the mural, on one of the walls in the airport, surrounded by destroyed buildings and crying children.
Okay, how are you gonna have that in the airport? Like,
and it's just in the wall, like it's nothing. Like it's not. You know how like sometimes they try to hide it. No, it's just like
it's out there.
Like it's pretty much out there. Like you're walking to your airport terminal and you're like, what the hell?
Like
and a lot of people take pictures, obviously, and then that's where like all the conspiracy theories are coming from. But like I've never seen it out of all the airports I've been to. I've never seen. I mean, yeah, art, but not like symbolizing like stuff like that.
Art that talks about like war and like crying children is like.
And it's like those specific art together.
Yeah.
Like, what is it symbolizing? You know what I mean? But that's really weird. And then, yeah, so like I said, a gas mask soldier with a sword, and then destroy buildings around him with crying children. And then, have you ever seen the Lucifer?
Is it the blue horse like that's in front of it?
Yes, I'm
Yeah.
gonna show you some photos like that.
Yeah.
So it's a blue horse, and it has. So this is interesting, right? So it's a blue horse. They call it Lucifer, and it's red eyes, and it's obviously like galloping, to the top, right? But the interesting thing is, so in total it is 32 foot tall, blue obviously with red eyes, and that is the first thing you see when you come into the airport. So everybody who goes into the airport and out to the airport, that's the last thing and first thing you see, right? And while try to like build the sculpture and also like put it in place.
Yeah.
The curator, Luis Jimenez, a piece fell and killed him.
Really? So basically his own art killed him.
His own car killed him. His own art, yeah.
That's crazy.
But that's like your own art killed you, and then I don't know, man.
I heard that like people say that like, oh, because of this, like Lucifer's like cursed because like it killed his creator, like.
Because like apparently like a piece from like the sculpture is severed an artery during construction. So like obviously he's gonna be there to like, hey, this is how I want it to look, and I guess some part of it, because this is 32 foot tall, you know what I mean? This is big, and it's obviously gonna be heavy, and I guess a part fell on him and
he died.
I don't know, man. That's really
weird.
sus.
That's kind of like some Final Destination type of stuff. like a chance happens and then like you die.
And okay, maybe like it does happen, okay, but then the symbolism behind it, like the horse is like a demon horse with red eyes, and then it takes the owner who made it. I'm like, all right, bro. And then so this is where I'm like, all right, this is not a conspiracy theory that is just far off into the space. I mean, it could have some meaning to it and some truth to it. So, the runways where the airplanes land.
Yeah.
And take it back. So look, right? So they were saying that it looks like from the top, like from a bird's eye view from the top, it looks like a swastika, bro.
Really?
And I was like, there's no way. And look at this. That makes
That's
no
crazy.
sense. And not only that, they were trying to say, oh, well, it's just a convenience. It's like, when we were building it, we weren't looking from the top. I'm like, what do you mean you weren't looking from the top? So you're telling me you wouldn't look from a bird's eye view of how the airplanes would look down at the airport?
Do you think that's why they wanted a big airport and they wanted to rebuild it so bad to like make the symbol, the swastika?
That doesn't make any sense.
Also that and then like what if it connects to like the art?
Also, yeah, okay. Remember how I told you that so obviously that comes from World War II, right? With Hitler and all that. And then what do we see in one of the things? We see the destroyed buildings.
And then
we see the World War II soldier with the mask with the sword.
Yeah.
And then crying children.
Like, that's kind of.
But like, dude, like you have all right. Once it gets to the runways and it's a symbol like that, and obviously it's really bad like symbolism behind that, Like that's not all right. That's not a like a we just did it by accident. No, you for sure like, hey yo, this is how we have to have it, precise, because it won't make any sense from the top of the sky. But imagine that you're flying in and I'm like, what the hell is that? And it's a swastika. Once it gets to this part, I was like, oh yeah, bro.
No, yeah, it's all pretty weird with everything.
And then it gets even weirder. So throughout the airport, there are strange words.
Words? Just words?
Yeah, so words in like different languages that we know of and we don't know. So for example, some of the words are in Navajo, so like Native American, Braille, and some other unknown languages that appear throughout the airport.
Unknown, like no.
Like we never heard of these languages before. Like maybe it could be like secret codes, or like it can mean for something on the inside of like the group or society, but to like regular Joes, it doesn't like, what is that? You know what I mean?
Like I get like having like words in like different languages, because like in airports they have like, like when you like get off the flight and you see like the welcome and it's like in a lot of languages and everything. So I understand that, but like having unknown languages is like, how are you gonna put that when like people don't know what this language is? So it just shows like, what are you trying to say with this? Like, yeah, it just, why would you do that?
Off the back, what do you think? It makes. Do you think it's a bunker for like elites? underneath?
Um.
Because according to what they're saying is that the bottom is like really like high. You have to be like you have high clearance, like tunnels and they were asking. I remember they were asking a lot of obviously the construction workers to do it. They're like, yeah, man, this thing has been going on. We went over budget. We don't know what's going on. Da, da, da. But this is the part where I'm gonna tell you something that I was doing my research, right? And once I saw this, I was like, oh yeah. So, in one of the billboards, you know how I have commercials like of billboards and stuff like that?
Yeah.
In one of the billboards. So, you know how construction, right? They have the hat, the vest, and the boots, and the pants. So, on one of the billboards where they have a commercial, I'm going to say what it says. It says, apologies for the noise. It takes really big drills to get to know the underworld. And
what do you are, buddy? What do you mean?
To get to know the underworld, and then it's not a human. Guess what it is? A lizard.
Well, I wasn't gonna say a lizard.
It's like they're telling you. All right, it's two things. They're making like they already know people are talking about it.
Yeah.
And they want to get more like publicity,
yeah,
stuff like that. You know, because think about it. Yo, what the hell is this doing in the hallway, bro? You're walking what the hell, like lizards, construction workers, and you're saying that. It's either publicity to get like more people to go to the airport, take pictures, because I think they do tours just for that art. I think so.
Just for the airport?
Yeah, I think so. And then yeah, so that's one main publicity to get more money and all that tours and all that. And then but another thing might be like, yo, we're telling you straight up what we're doing here.
That's kind of crazy.
But once I saw that lizard as a construction worker, and then we're trying to drill us to the underworld, I was like. All right, man. This is too much. Right, lizards, bunkers, and stuff like that. I was like, all right.
That's kind of crazy.
But yeah, because a lot of people say like there's lizard people around us and all that. But yeah, imagine walking down and you see a lizard construction worker. What the hell?
I'll probably never fly to the airport ever again.
But yeah, in my opinion, I definitely think it's like something with maybe a bunker or something like that.
Yeah, there's probably something definitely. There's definitely something.
And there's definitely high end military sites in Colorado for sure.
It's all pretty crazy.
But yeah, that's pretty much it for the Denver conspiracy theory.